Democratic perspectives, news, interviews, and smart thinking for a better, freer America. Today's Democratic Perspective host, Chris Lund, and his guest, Cindy Trigg.
So relative to the school bond funding and all of that, I know there's been, could you give me some idea of what the schools need? I mean, why are they in such disrepair? And also, how is this going to affect our tax base? I mean, tax increases are really a bugaboo in this county. So could you give me a little idea about that relative to the school bond thing that's out there? What's the name of it?
I'd love to. It's a continuation bond.
Right.
First and foremost, it does not raise your taxes. It is a continuation bond. It is not a new bond. It is not a new tax. By voting no, you will not see a decrease in your taxes. Your taxes will not be lowered by voting no.
Okay, so if it gets defeated, though, then, or not defeated, but yeah, if it gets defeated, well, what happens to all that money?
Well, that money goes to different entities in the county. We will lose our place in line, so to speak. It used to be the motor vehicle tax, is what it was. So it's 10 cents. And that 10 cents is going to go to some other county entity instead of to the schools. Now, Nevada does not fund capital improvements for the school districts in any county in Nevada. So therefore, say we were to lose an HVAC system, heating system at one of the lake schools, we will not have the funds to fix that, and that school ultimately would be closed. We would have to close it because we would not have money to fix it. So while the general fund gives us money for light bulbs and toilet paper and regular run-of-the-mill maintenance like home maintenance, it does not fund, the state fund does not fund, the general fund does not go towards all those projects that are $100,000 or more.
Oh, that's the limit, it's $100,000.
Well, I don't know if that's the exact limit, but it's over a certain dollar amount that we have to, in the state of Nevada.
It becomes a capital improvement.
That's right. The state of Nevada has all their county school districts have to raise their own money for capital improvement.
Well, this is a fairly wealthy county. I mean, you drive around this county, the homes are nice. This is a fairly well-to-do area. I don't know, numbers as far as income and all that goes, but I'm curious about the 10 cents that you mentioned as a tax that is already in place that is what the school collects, right? Could you give me a comparison? I've heard other numbers for other counties, other school districts. I don't know the specifics about it, but there are other numbers that are much larger.
There are other counties that are much larger. Like I said, it's the basics of the used to be called the motor vehicle tax. 16 years ago, the Douglas County School Board went to the community and asked for a bond. It passed. We promised that we would be fiscally responsible enough not to have to come back for 10 years. It's been 16 years. And the important thing to remember about this is nobody likes to pay higher taxes. Well, you will not be paying a higher tax. You will be continuing to pay the same thing as you are now, whether you vote yes or whether you vote now.
I understand that. My question is, I'd like a comparison because I feel like, at 10 cents, I'm getting a pretty good deal, but I don't quite understand why I'm getting a pretty good deal. And I have heard people quote other numbers that were significantly higher, like 30, 40 cents or something.
I'm not aware of those. I don't have a perspective on that. I've been paying attention to the Douglas County bond and really haven't. We've gone and we've figured out how the best way is to get this bond passed, and it's by having it initiated by a community group, and that's who initiated the bond, the continuation bond. Mm-hmm. And the school board is backing what the, quote, kids committee, we are doing what they have asked us to do, and that
the kids
is to go
committee is comprised of
community members from the lake and the valley.
So it's
yes,
cross section of
it's
folks.
A cross section of folks. We are fortunate. We do live in a wonderful county, Douglas County, the valley. We are very blessed to be here. But I don't care how blessed people think they are; they don't want to pay more taxes. And I want to reiterate, it is not a tax increase. It's to keep the educational system going, because what will happen is if we don't have this, if we don't pass this, when 2011 comes, we have no money for any improvements. That means schools will deteriorate, schools will be closed. What will happen is the economic base of our county will start to fail, because where will we educate our kids?
Well, I heard Carol Lark give a presentation not long ago, and she mentioned that there were some pretty big up-and-coming repairs that needed to be done.
Oh, we need.
Could you give me some idea?
Sure, we need. There's a list on the douglaskids.org, and you can go to that douglaskids.org and see what the priorities are of the school district, of the community. And it will tell you what the costs are. It will tell you why we have them in the priority that we have them in. Most of it is for safety and health reasons.
Well, it seemed like there were like roofs that were going to need repair shortly.
The average age of the school in Douglas County is 36 years old.
Folks, we got to vote this in. Come on.
Democratic Perspectives is presented by the Democrats of Douglas County, Nevada, promoting sensible government for today and tomorrow.